Okay, we're
Okay. Everyone, ready to start the meeting? Excuse me. Ready to start our meeting, please? Good evening. Please turn off your phones. Welcome to the April 19th, 2023 regular meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I'm the Chair. Commissioners present tonight are Maggie Haid, Judy Golden, Peter Graham, Kelly Cole Ladwick. We do have a quorum. Christine Santa is absent with notice. The Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by the Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction within the boundaries of the Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses the Eureka Springs Historic District Guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior standards for the rehabilitations of historic buildings as the basis for our decisions. The Commission can take the following actions on an application: approval with modifications, denial, or deferral of information. Appeal of denial will be to the Circuit Court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda item as it is called. Other public comments will be heard during the public comment period. Are there any changes or additions to our agenda this evening?
Make a motion to add Treasurer's Report 2023 to Commissioner business.
Peter made the motion. Judy seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Okay. I have an approval of the agenda presented.
So moved. Of the agenda is read.
Second.
Judy made the motion. Peter seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Say no. Motion carries 4-0. We have no old business. Under new business, we have 11-3, 6 Hazel, and we have no consent agenda this evening. So level 3, 6 Hazel. Get over to the back here. Is owner, new construction of single with a basement, and Peter will read the fact.
Okay. 6 Hazel, level 3.
Just a moment. Could you come up and introduce yourself and your address? Okay. Can you come to the mic since we're recording this?
Good evening. Okay. Good.
Is your blue light?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see a light.
Okay, great. This is the first meeting we've had down here, so
Oh my God.
we're the guinea pigs.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been here in probably, I don't know how many years.
Peter's
Things may
going
have changed.
to read to you the facts and just be sure that everything's correct.
Good.
Okay. So 6 Hazel is a level 3 construction, new construction, single level home with basement. Description of proposed work. The application is seeking a certificate of appropriateness for the following items: new construction of single wood frame home with a walk-in basement. The original stone foundation to be used. The proposed structure will be scale, mass, and form. Exterior to be board and batten siding. Flooring to be standing beam metal. Windows to be similar in size and style to original. And then we make the findings of fact in evaluating the request for the alterations of 6 Hazel staff. Following findings of fact, the proposed new construction aligns with design guidelines. And yes, do I read the last?
Yes,
And then recommendation is the proposed alterations align with the standards and guidelines. Staff recommends approval of this agenda item.
And since Kyle's not here this evening, who usually does this, Peter, our vice chair, is doing this, so staff would be Kyle, and he has recommended approval.
I have a revision. Is this the right time?
Just a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let us make a motion so we can discuss.
Oh, okay.
So do I have a motion?
I move that the Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the work at 6 Hazel as proposed.
Second.
Or
Okay. Now,
we were
Marcia, what is your revision?
This is my brother Steve Yearsley, contractor. He's a building
Good.
This is my brother Steve Yearsley. He was in the house, burned, but he's a building from Dallas, from
Okay.
Texas, but he's retired. And these are my neighbors across the street who helped during the fire and actually assisted during that horrible day. So my request is on the application, I put board that because unfortunately, Kyle has amazing screens and screens of exterior pictures of what it looked like before we started. We were going to build on the existing wood, but as it turns out, our contractor, our builder, just started down everything. So it's all new wood. There's no. So about a third of the house is board and batten, which there's several other new board and batten structures on that street that have just recently been done. And then the other two-thirds of the house was beveled pine siding, just the old traditional beveled pine siding. So it was always piecemeal. So I just finished building that house on Roark Road, outside the city limits. And then the end of the shop across from Hart's, if any of you have never noticed that beautiful little new building, has this, it's called cedar or fir. And so my house, picture of it, and it's not a great picture, better one on my phone, has 5-edge fir on it. It would be a compromise board bat, which is pretty ordinary, and then the beveled siding, which it never really fit the structure once we put the metal on. So I'm asking you all to consider that it's a very tasteful substitution for board and bat. It's a design question.
Okay.
The other thing is, I brought elevations and elevations
Right here.
and then the floor plans.
we got them in here too.
Yeah, we have those in our
And we're
packets. So.
using exactly the same of windows, sizing, just almost identical. But the jury is out whether we're going to use double hung. We're going to use some. They're all going to be bronze frames. They'll be totally harmonious.
So when you decide, will you come back and tell us what you're using?
Well, right now we've specified double hungs except for 3 cases. Would be like in the kitchen and where a casement would just be more
Right.
practical. But we're still thinking this really nice vinyl, dark, it's bronze, and so for some of these vertical windows, I'm working with 3 different suppliers, Pine Creek, Arts, and Anderson. So design that some of the exterior windows may change from double hung, which is what they were, to vertical sliders of the same dimension. They'd have a vertical bar instead of a horizontal bar.
But if you,
I drew the horizontal bar because that's exactly what was there. So that-
Jacob,
Huh?
I'm going to refer.
Oh.
Could I have you come to the mic, Jacob? Thank you.
I printed this.
Okay.
It's the same roof that was on, which was approved years ago, and it's on my house. It's bronze. It's dark bronze, metal, and it's on that picture that's up there.
Okay.
There's so many metal.
Yeah, just give it to Maggie, and she'll pass it on. Do you have, Jacob, a problem with changing the siding?
No, ma'am. My familiarity with this type of product, I'm really familiar with it. I would just be concerned maybe looking to make sure it's not a combustible, highly combustible material. If the house is located in a fire district, is the house located in the fire district? It is. Okay. So I would just say I would have to research that a little bit to make sure it's not a highly combustible material. That is a regulation in code that we have to verify the material. Is it highly combustible?
It's okay for us to go on it. But Marcia, could you talk to Kyle? Just double check with him on the new siding. Okay. Because it's the same as what's up on the highway that you're talking about, that quilt shawl. Okay. I need you to speak into the mic so it's all recorded. We did approve the quilt shop. It is in our historic district, and we did approve that. So, yes. Okay. To double check, since we're lacking staff tonight, I just want to double check with Jacob.
Right. No issue with that whatsoever.
This is her roof that she has on her new house now. We approved that. What? A year and a half ago we approved this? No, we didn't. Oh, it's out of the city. Okay.
That's exactly the same material that was on the house and burned. We still had the old roof.
Because it just seems. Yeah. She came to us. You came to us about a dark bronze. Yeah.
The next house down the street is the same. And then there's the one on Spring.
Yeah.
Do you know what years they were they put in, maybe before HDC?
It was last year at 207 Spring.
Yeah.
Hillside and Spring.
Hillside and Spring. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. If you're going to continue talking, you need to speak in. Well, okay. Does anyone have questions? Peter has a question for you, Marcia.
Great.
I have a question. So the roofing in the pictures that you gave us in our packets, it doesn't look like to be roofing. Are you saying that roofing of the previously built house, or is it the one that burnt? It's like the picture. It looks like it's wood. It looks like it's almost like wood roofing.
Is it one of Kyle's pictures? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's exactly what we want back on.
Okay, so it's not the metal roofing.
It's
metal.
definitely, that's still laying on the ground there. About a third of it is. It's just
The we
doesn't
have
look right.
show cedar shakes.
These show, yeah.
Oh, it was before we put the roof on, about 5 years ago. Miss Alexander at A&A Roofing took the cedar off and put the metal. So that's a very old picture that he must have gotten.
That's what, because that's what I was just asking.
It took
Looks like
cedar shakes
shanks.
off. It had never been roofed since the house was built in 1960. And he got approval and put the metal roof on. He had to redeck. It was really a major project. Thank you. I liked it better with the shakes, but that wasn't an option. The price on shakes are
Well, and
unbelievable.
shakes in the area where you are and after your farm, they burn more.
Well, that's true.
Yes, I was sitting and having coffee when I saw that smoke come up out my window over here. And I'm like, oh no, is something burning by the house?
You know that it was 4 degrees below zero.
Oh, we drove over there. Yeah.
You know that the fire department arrived with a tank that was frozen. And the fire hydrant 10 feet across the street was also frozen.
I was,
So they had to sit there and watch my house burn.
yeah,
And my
I was
brother
worried
had to
it
watch
was, as we got down to Main Street, we could see what area, but from my house, it looked like you were right above our house here in the art and everything.
horrible day.
It was scary for a few moments.
It was horrible
Yep.
for 6 hours.
Any more questions?
And the original plan was to replicate the house with what was still standing and with new wood around it. We didn't want to change one thing about the footprint, not anything. And we're not going to. It just ended up getting rebuilt because the builder we have he's Hispanic, he doesn't like, and with Jacob, they just kept taking it down and putting up new, and now it is a new house, basically.
Maggie has a question.
When, I think I maybe misunderstood, when you read the,
When I was reading the description of his work,
yes,
which part of the building? The siding,
roofing,
roofing to be standing beam metal?
seam metal,
Seam metal, sorry.
okay. Because I thought you said flooring.
Did I say flooring? I'm sorry, roofing.
Okay, no, but it says here, sheet roofing to be
Okay, I just
seam
wanted-
metal.
I'm thinking,
Sorry.
it makes a difference.
Okay.
Definitely
Non-new
Thank you for-
construction, that's approved code. Okay. Any other questions for Marcia?
You're
Okay.
welcome to come by. It looks a heck of better now.
Gotta find my notes here.
I have a procedural question. If
Okay.
she revises the packet, do we need to vote then, accept her revision before we vote for the whole thing? Procedure.
Yes, and that's why I'm pulling this. Peter seconded, Judy made a motion, so could Peter, would you remove your second?
All right, I'll remove my second.
Judy, would you remove your motion?
I remove my motion.
And then we need to remake the motion with the new siding, the wood siding. Wants to do on the outside instead of, just a moment, I got to go back to,
Should we not let Kyle approve it first?
We need Kyle's approval.
that's why I asked for Jacob, because he's your final. Our building inspector.
But still, I think it should be brought up again.
Well, we already approved this material on houses.
Also, now I can add this. On my house, my builder, Chris Kreider, suggested a preservative which contains flame retardant. It's a clear preservative that he says is absolutely the best for raw wood, like raw rough wood, like spray it on. Has a flame retardant in it, so that would be of interest. It's the top of the line, price-wise, but I'm going to use it. It's called CR, and I've seen it. I haven't bought it yet.
Well,
I
you
would like to see that in writing, though, and approved by Kyle.
could vote on everything and remove the exterior board pattern and the new one, and she come back on that, but the other points you can approve tonight instead of holding up her work for 2 more weeks.
Thank you.
Yep.
And actually, I'm going to have to order it. Kenneth's going to have to mill it, so I'm not ready for it right now, but he's going to want
Okay.
it. But they can't put it onto my window anyway.
So do your
They
motion.
want to speak. My neighbor came down here. Do y'all want to speak? No, but or against. Is it time, right?
Yes, do they have any comments? Give us your name and your address, please.
Around Phillips, 51 Copper. I object. No, I'm kidding. kidding. I saw that, Steve, just to double check. That's like a log cabin look.
Have her bring that back.
Yeah, anyway. Well, we're the only neighbors that look
Okay.
at their house all day long, and what I in that picture actually like. Showed it to me. So when you guys vote on the siding, right? You like that? This is Susan.
We just to run it Kyle. So we're going to do, under the description of proposed work, there's 1, 2, 3 bullets, exterior to board and batten side taking off, and they're going to do the next 2 bullets under that description of work. But we are pulling exterior to be board and batten siding. We are not voting on that. She's got to take the part back to Kyle, and we'll discuss that in 2 weeks.
So it's not that we're opposed to it, it's just the fact that Kyle Palmer isn't at meeting tonight.
Right.
Based off of the packet that we were given prior to the meeting, the historic picture symbolizes vertical board and batten, so we just want to make sure that we're doing but to vote for the.
I'm not sure if it makes any sense, but as we are the neighbors that see that house, there's
And-
nobody else is really that close to them. But anyway, I like the proposed changes when you guys do vote for it.
Okay.
For the record. Thank
It's
you.
just our staff is at training in Little Rock.
Thank you for your input.
Okay,
Make one more clarification.
sure.
In the window diagrams that you have there,
Yeah.
there was a mention of vinyl window?
This is new construction, remember. Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I'm paying attention.
No, you are. But I've already asked her to come back, Kyle, on the windows. So we're only approving what's on the description of proposed work minus exterior to be board and batten siding. We're not approving that tonight.
I think she revised some of the ones to be vinyl, and they were,
She said possibly, and I asked her to talk to Kyle. Yeah. Because right now we've got windows and similar in style to original. That's what we're voting on. If you're going to make any changes to the windows, you must go talk to Kyle and bring it back. Okay.
Thank you, Dee.
So maybe whoever makes the motion, why don't you read those 5 points? Whoever makes the motion?
Where's the provision? I move I move that the historic district issue a certificate of appropriateness for the work at 6 Hazel as proposed, which includes 5 of the 7 bullet points: new construction of single-story wood house with a walkout basement, original stone foundation to be reused. The proposed structure will be similar in scale, mass, and form. Roofing to be standing seam metal, and that's what we're proposing. Okay. Well, it says metal. As the form says.
And then the last bullet, windows and doors. Oh, okay. And we need to change that to 5 bullet points out of 6 instead of 6 or 7. You said that at the
Okay,
6,
so
7,
we're
yeah.
doing four of the 6 bullet points then, is what.
Right?
We're not approving the windows, doors to be
We are
similar style.
approving the windows as it stays, and if she makes any changes from that, she has to go back to
Okay,
Kyle.
perfect. Windows and doors to be similar in size and style to original. So we're doing 5 of the 6 bullet points then.
Can I ask a question?
Get a second before we can keep discussing.
Second,
Now, ask.
since we're not sure on the windows, as we're not sure on the siding, and we're waiting for Kyle to get back to us, I feel that the windows should be in the motion.
Why can't it be just like it is on the paper, and if she makes any changes to the windows, she has to come back to Kyle? But if you order anything different, you can't use them till you talk to Kyle.
If I can go to Kyle exactly what I'm ordering, and it says, go ahead.
He'll have to bring it back to us on the 3rd.
Well, then I'll just order exactly what we asked for. No problem. I'll forget about the vertical sliders.
Okay.
More of the
Windows,
vinyl.
It's going to take 6 weeks to get them.
Yeah, vinyl, it's not, this doesn't say vinyl on here.
No, everything we planned on is steel. It was just if I went with the sliders, so.
So if you don't, but if for any reason after tonight you do deviate, just go to
Violate
Kyle.
anything. You can absolutely do this. Not
Okay.
my style. I've been doing this for 45 years. Not with y'all, but
So, the motion, Judy seconded. Discussions or questions? Any other questions? All those in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Okay, thank you, Marcia.
am I going to get a certificate?
Right here.
Yes, Judy's filling it out. This,
It echoes.
it echoes.
Well, you're a lot more accessible than up on the stage.
But a lot more stairs for people to walk.
That's true.
Maggie used the elevator. So we do elevate. Thank you. Okay, we had no consent agendas this evening. Administrative approvals are by the City Historic Preservation Officer, and those are all online. There are 3 of them. You can go online and read those. Commission business this evening. Approval of minutes for April 5th regular meeting. Did everybody get them? Do I have a motion?
April 5th, regular.
Second. Maggie made the motion. Kelly seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No. Motion carries 4-0. Okay, report, I'm going to stick that in here. So March 2023's treasurer report, Maggie?
Currently have a balance of $1,187.79.
And do I have a motion to approve the report?
I move we approve the treasurer's report.
Second?
Second.
Kelly made the motion, Peter seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries 4-0. Next meeting will be 6 p.m. Level 3 applications are due Thursday, April 20th, and that's tomorrow. Level 2 applications due Wednesday, April 26th. Agenda setting for May 3rd meeting. We have Jackie Woven, Main Street Overview and Team Building Workshop. Kyle has suggested that May 17th.
Okay.
Does anybody have a problem with that? And discussion of stone masonry guidelines workshop, June 2nd is what he's proposing.
Okay.
Is that okay with everyone?
Instead of the 17th, is that
Instead
right? Okay, perfect.
June 2nd?
June 2nd.
Thank you.
June 2nd.
You
Okay.
need a motion to change those items?
What we're just going to put on there. So does anybody else have anything they want to put on next 2 weeks?
Just one question. So is our next meeting at 5 earlier?
It's at 6.
Still,
Oh, for the May 17th? I don't know. We'll have, he didn't write the time down.
May 3rd one won't be
We'll be here May 3rd.
Yeah, May 3rd will be 6 p.m., yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So we'll find out then. Okay.
I would assume it'll have to be early, but I don't know that. We'll discuss that later. Okay, public comments. Kelly, do you have any comments?
Just the Eureka Springs Historical Museum Real History. And then there's a new exhibit that'll be opening in May regarding the Eureka Baby.
Oh, I read that on Facebook.
Yes, and I will be contributing to it.
Okay. Peter?
Tonight.
Maggie? Judy?
Comments, thank you.
I don't think I have either. That's a first. we was learning a lot.
I should back, thank you, elevator.
And I think, I mean, it is a little echoey down here, but I like the people close to us. We are the first commission down here, guys, unless somebody was somebody here last night? Yes. Parks, okay. So I think, I like this, I think. Okay. Adjournment.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Judy made the motion. Peter, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0.